So in this video, I'm just going to talk for a few moments, a little bit raw about what I'm working through with manifestation and what I'm doing behind the scenes to get myself moving forward. The last video I did, I talked a little bit about how you have to regroup, whether you're Gen X or a baby boomer like me or beyond. I just want to continually say that it's not too late for whatever it is that you've been thinking of doing. And I highly encourage you to set out on a new manifesting journey this year and try one thing that you've wanted to push forward with and take action on it and get started if you haven't already. I had to take some downtime after a big manifestation fail that I did talk a little bit about in the last video. And so I just want to reiterate to you today that when you manifest what you want, but you fall short because of one thing, sometimes it is very challenging to take that downtime and not feel the pressure and not put pressure on yourself. I think we all have our own versions of self-talk. That is why we're working through principles of manifestation or the law of attraction diligently, is because no matter where you are on the spectrum of your experience or your age, it doesn't matter if you're 60, 70, 80, 90, or 30 and 40 or 50. The challenge of the law of attraction is not staying down too long. And it's okay to get down. It's okay to get into those ruts and get stuck, because that is where rejuvenation can happen again when you let it. Never giving up is really the key on the next step of your journey, the next phase of wherever you are in life. Into retirement years, if you are already started and you've plateaued and you need some encouragement, well, let me be your encouragement, because you've been that for me as well. I really appreciate the comments that some of you have made when I've mentioned that I'm struggling with some things right now in my world to keep going on this channel and manifesting. I've just always been a believer that there's no dream too big for you. If it's put in your head and in your heart, it's there for a reason. I always have believed with the law of attraction and the law of assumption and spirituality in general, I really have always believed that whoever we each feel the creator is in our own religion, in our own makeup of faith, when we're given ideas, it's up to us to act on that. They were given to us for a reason. And if we don't act on it, somebody else will. But really, we're not trying to compete or get ahead of the game. It's just to say that when you are given a good idea or something that just appeals to your heart, you owe it to yourself to try. You owe it to yourself to take action. You just have to, because otherwise it's like shunning the creator, saying, I'm not going to do that. Well, how do you know it might not just be the very best thing that you ever could have imagined? I know for me with manifestation, all the years I practiced affirmations, meditation, writing, all kinds of actions toward feeling magical about life and feeling like I want to create whatever I can while I'm still here and see what happens. One thing has always been consistent. I'm continually surprised. When I feel the most like giving up is when the gifts and the blessings show up that are the most meaningful, that set the tone and set the stage and make a turn somehow in, I don't know, the trajectory of the goal or the direction or the momentum. Might be the right word I'm trying to think of here. When the momentum seems to gain traction, boy, it feels good, doesn't it? And when you feel like nothing is happening and you're spinning your wheels and you see no outer evidence to prove to you that what you're working on is coming true, that really sucks, doesn't it? I know what that feels like. And I just want to share with you and say it's the stick-to-itiveness, no matter if you need to take a break, no matter if you need to regroup, redefine, rewrite some things, rethink what you're doing and why and how. When you don't give up, you will manifest. You will achieve your longer term goals. It's just a matter of staying with it long enough, especially now in a world that we are all so darn impatient. Well, I'm a baby boomer, so I might be a little more patient than some of the younger generation. But when I started my company at age 26, I hauled ass. I worked 100 hours a week. I made things happen. And I sold that company at 31 and sold everything I owned and started over a second company. And that was to teach people about how to manifest their dreams and not get stuck in a lifestyle that you don't want to be in for the next 30 years. So I did my entire career exactly my way. I did not compromise at all. I took big risks. I had big rewards, but there's losses in there too. There are things I wasn't able to do that other people did because I was traveling, because I was building things from scratch, one after the other, and experiencing tons of losses like many of us do. I think that, though, the whole journey is really about just jumping back on the bandwagon again, especially when you feel the most beaten down and you've given yourself a chance to lie down, to regroup, to feel what you need to feel, which is so important. Feelings and changes and getting through a new phase of life is sometimes so difficult. But then the attitude of coming back time and time again and never, ever giving up is what will keep you young. It's what will keep you inspired. It's what will keep your growth going. When you decide, I'm not giving up. I don't care what my age is. I don't care how many times I've been knocked down or I've been down. I'm coming back again. And just maybe this time will be the one that fulfills everything I have inside, that fulfills my wildest dreams. And that's not always about money. That's about fulfillment and happiness and real joy that comes from being you. And being you is all you've got. And I don't care right now if you're in your 60s or you're later. I'm watching people on YouTube in their 80s start channels. It's so inspiring. It's incredible to watch people way older than me doing so much more. That's what makes me feel like I should keep going. And I have a lot of older friends too, and they inspire me all the time with their lifestyle because they're showing me a new way of youthfulness. And that part of the journey I'm talking to you about is one of my big goals and manifestations, is to continue trying to turn back the clock on my aging and my youthfulness. And this YouTube channel is part of that manifestation. That's really a big reason I'm here. Aside from a side hustle and my other goals with this, you're not too old. If you're one of these people I've reached that are in the older group of Gen X or boomers, please keep going. I encourage everyone to start a YouTube channel because it will knock your socks off. It will stretch you in ways that you couldn't imagine. And so I'm going to stay here for a while longer and see what happens with this manifestation. I'll pivot as I need to pivot. I appreciate your comment, every single like, every single subscribe, of course. I mean, everybody's so tired of hearing all that, but I can tell you from the backside of the analytics side of this goal, it can be very discouraging at times and very encouraging at other times. It sort of offers everything. I think of it like golf. If you've ever tried to golf and you're not very good, when you get that perfect swing and it ticks and you know that that ball hit that golf club at exactly the sweet spot and it soars, that 1 second makes the game totally worthwhile. That's what manifesting is all about. You get that one sweet spot that keeps you going, even though 100 other actions don't hit that sweet spot. It's the one that does, that keeps you going in your manifesting journey, that keeps you waking up and writing your gratitude list every morning for just a few moments, that keeps you doing some writing exercises or affirmations or whatever it is, your meditation, going on a long walk, however it is that you choose to clear your head and focus on your dreams. It's in your intention and in the energy is really all it is. In the end of this is keeping your brain off of the negativity and onto the positive thinking. And so that you can draw that into your world through the law of attraction. I'd love to have you share with friends who might be struggling, especially in my age group, who might be feeling like they've got nothing left to offer. I've felt like that too. So today, just be inspired. Take another baby step, even if you don't feel like it. That's what I just did with this video. I didn't feel like it, but I did it. It might not be that great, but I still did it anyway. And that's what manifesting in law of attraction is all about. You have a really great day today. Like, subscribe, share, watch this next video. It helps my channel more than you know. Let me know in the comments where you're watching from. And do subscribe to my newsletter. I promise you'll like it. Thank you for being here.